How's everybody doing? This is Chelsey, and you have joined Tea Talks with Chelsey. That is me. It is a Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, my time. Tell me, what time is it where you're watching from? Because I'm always interested in everybody that comes on. There's so many people from different places all across Canada, even in the States. So where are you from? Where are you watching from? What time is it for you? Like I said, it's 9 o'clock for me, but we had such a great time last Monday night. If you missed last Monday night, it was the 14th of March, and it was so good. I had my good friend, Melissa Baker Nguyen, who is an illustrator, graphic designer, also author. She's an amazing person. Let me just show you her face. This is her and her beautiful dog, Nash. Oh my goodness. And you can check her out at lostbumblebee.com. She is an amazing illustrator. She has illustrated my children's books that I've written. Yes, I've written a children's book called The Adventures of Chico and Chubbs. You can check it out on Amazon or chicoandchubbs.com. But that's not what we're here for tonight. We're here to have a wonderful time talking about fitness, health, spiritually, mentally, the whole kit and caboodle that it entails, everything, consistency and happy and joy. We're going to talk about all this amazing stuff. Oh, look at this, Rhonda Mcfaul. Woohoo! Rhonda Mcfaul was also one of my guests that I had on 2 weeks ago. She was amazing. We talked about radio show talk. We talked about God in the middle of what it's like working with your husband every day. So good. The morning show. Oh my goodness. I remembered it this time. Woohoo! So Rhonda, yes, her illustrations are amazing. Melissa Baker Nguyen, such a good interview. If you have a passion to write a book, if you have a passion to write a children's book, any kind of book, she even does fonts and she puts everything into order. Check her out, but also check out the interview that we did together. There's so many good advice for you. If this is something that's on your heart, you've always wanted to write a book, go down the journey of being an author, check out that interview. You can check it out on Voice of Revival's Facebook page on one of the archives. It's going to be there, or YouTube. You can also check on YouTube in the playlist and look for that interview. But tonight, I have a very special friend that actually we met at a spontaneous birthday party one time. And then life goes on. And then we hooked up on Facebook again and met actually in person to have a cool date day and in Ottawa. And it was so fun to meet my friend Sarah Mcfaul, who is, yes, the daughter of Rhonda Mcfaul. She is an inspiration, and you're going to find out why and how she has been consistent in her life. Now, let me just check out some people. Hi, Melissa. Becky, you started writing a book. Yes. Good job, Becky. Oh my goodness, I am excited. Is it a fiction? Is it children's book? Is it your life story? Let us know. I'm going to check up on that, Becky Hoffman. That's so cool. Oh, good for you. So you're from Houston, Texas. Awesome. We have Washington in the house. Hi, Kelly. How's it going? Oh my goodness. We have beautiful Quebec in the house. Thank you. Woohoo, it's where I'm from. Oh, Becky, it's your testimony. Oh, so this is going to be a good one. I don't know what your testimony is, but I feel like it's going to be a good one. So keep going. If you need inspiration, go check out that interview. There's a lot of great advice for you to do. Just so good, so good. And I also wanted to let you know, if ever you have, because we've been going on for, I would say, a year and a half now of doing interviews and things like this. And I just love it because I get to know many different people along the way, but also get to interview my friends, which is what's tonight about. But we have a podcast. So if ever you missed one of my interviews or interviewees in the past, we have transformed these shows into a podcast. So now you can, go to work and have a good Monday morning vibe to work while listening to some good messages and good advice. You can check us out on Spotify, Apple, or Anchor. I know not very many people use Anchor, but I'm just saying we're on Anchor too, okay? So check us out on Spotify, Apple, Tea Talks with Chelsey. We have 10 episodes up already. There's going to be another one next Monday as well. Every second Monday, we put up a new old show, but so relevant to today's life, because I'm telling you, you are going to receive a lot of wisdom, a lot of goodness. There's a lot of richness in these wonderful ladies. I've had so far one male, and that one male was my hubby. I had to promote him. You have to promote your loved ones, because they're your life. They're your bread and butter. They're he's my everything. Of course, God is, but he is my husband, and I have to promote him. And he's got a CD coming out. He has already shown one of his singles. I wonder if I can give you a little snippet of my husband's single. Check this out.
Even in the trial, even in the fire.
So isn't that awesome? That is so cool. That's my hubby. And you can check that out on all those things that you've seen before. Streaming, Spotify, Apple, so on and so on. And he's got a new single coming out on the 25th, this Friday. This is the day. That's what it's called. This is the day, and it's featuring him, but featuring one of our friends, Marisol Velosa, and she's such a beautiful singer. Her voice is amazing. Oh my goodness, you're gonna want to not miss it. You're not gonna want to miss it. Oh my goodness, so many things, so many good things. I gotta tell you. All right, I'm drinking tea again. Of course, tea talks. You have to have tea, and here's my lovely cup. But today I chose something different. And this is such a cute little heart. It's really hard to, hang on. Nope, not working. Let me put my hand there. Oh, it did work. Big Heart Tea. That's what the company is called. Amazing company. It's so yummy. And let me do this again. Is it going to work? There it is. Cup of love. Right? Sometimes we have the love boat. This is a cup of love. And it is nurturing rose. It very is nurturing. I love it. And it's actually an herbal tea, so there's no caffeine in it. Oh my gosh, people. It's so good. It's very smooth. And look at this. It's nice, beautiful, smooth. There's no caffeine, which I've said this before. I'm trying to do 1 cup of caffeine in the morning just to get me going. And then the rest of the day has got to be herbal, because, hey, I'm on a fitness journey, and this is what I need to do in order for me to do what I need to do. Where can you buy it? Good question, Melissa. I bought this one at Indigo. Pretty sure you can go to, hang on, it says right here, at Big Heart Tea. So Big Heart Tea. Check it out. It's so yummy. They have so many different tastes. There's chai, there's mint, there's so many other ones too. I'm pretty sure you can check those out. But yes, this is it. Oh, hi, Kaylee. Hi, Rain, Red Deer. Amazing. Thank you, Rhonda. Nice mug. Thank you, Melissa. So yeah, I bought it at Indigo. You can check it out. Okay, guys. I want to bring on my good friend, Sarah Mcfaul. But first, before I bring her on, I'm going to put on a promo video for what's happening next Saturday night. Who's excited? This girl. We are going to have ladies revival night. Oh, yeah. And it's going to be so good. Actually, check this out. This is who you will see on Ladies Revival Night. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and whatever time else that you live. We have Elizabeth Reisinger, Grace Gambo, me, myself, and I, Kawanda Redner, and Pauline Wilcox. I am so excited for this night. It's going to be ministering to you. We're going to pray for you. We're going to pray for miracles. We're going to pray for things to shift in your life. We're going to pray for encouragement. We're going to pray for amazing things to go on in your life. And then, of course, share the gospel and see what happens. God is awesome. So let me show you this little promo video. And then right after, you're going to see Sarah Mcfaul. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. It's E-Revival Night. Hello. How is it going, Sarah?
It's going great. It's been a great day today.
That's awesome. So let's jump right in. You have some fans already. This is good. But this is my friend Sarah Mcfaul, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself because she does it better than me. She knows herself more than I do. So this is the big question: the who, the what, the where. You.
Me. All right. So I'm Sarah. I live in Belleville, Ontario. It's been a fun day here in Ontario because we're officially mask free. Felt liberating in like the Twilight Zone while being at work today. So I'm the fitness trainer now for Planet Fitness. That started as of last week, but I've been with the company since last July when that lockdown opened up. I've also been working for the school board for the last 10 years as well. So I have my ECE, my early childhood educator. Last year, I worked a full year in virtual school. I'm a single mom to a full of energy 5.5-year-old girl. So life is busy, but a lot of fun. It can be very stressful, and days or weeks, months that I've been working 7 days a week too, as well as I'm training for my own bodybuilding, not my own, but going into a bodybuilding show, my first one in May.
Wow. Okay, wait. A bodybuilding show, like where you wear that bikini and then you pose. Really?
Yeah. Actually, Sean Gaby, who did one a few years ago,
yes,
kind of inspired me because I was like, if he can do one, I can do one.
Come on. I love it. That's so good. Okay, so okay, before we get into that, because I know I want to jump right in, yes. But so I know your mom might be watching, but what was your upbringing like?
My upbringing, like, lots of fun. Pastor's kid here. So kind of like being in children's ministry with my parents, kind of getting some voluntold in there, kind of is what it's like almost engraved in me, the working with children, doing my early childhood education while my child was basically through all those stages of life that I was learning about. And then kind of already having that engraved in me, being a camp counselor over the summers, just kind of like what brought me into teaching. And then fitness is just another way of teaching, but it's educating people in a different way.
Ooh, come on. I don't think anybody watching has ever thought fitness as a teaching mechanism.
Oh, it is, because there's so much, because it's a mental game. You need to conquer your mind first. And Romans 12:2 has always been like my go-to verse, especially as someone who dealt with a lot of bullying and just self-aware and self-consciousness growing up. And I literally had to break through a lot of that going into my adulthood. Wow. It's a mind game first, and that's your strongest muscle that I've had to conquer. And then it's also been like my therapy, my stress relief. I tune into some podcasts or I'll have some music going. And that is like my only me times most times, as this is like my hour that's kid-free. It's mine. If I don't fill my cup, I'm not going to be a good mom.
Come on. We have to take care of ourselves just as much, because if we're low, then we're not giving anything. There's nothing to give.
It's so true. And I've been in those moments so many times, as it's like, this is my focus, is raising this kid, where I got to 2021 where I was like, all right, in order for me to continue being a good mom, I need to take care of my own well-being. And that is mentally, physically, and spiritually. So that had to become a priority, as well as then my child was going to have to be second.
Wow. That's incredible. That's speaking straight to my heart. Like, you really need to make sure that all of that is taken care of. And it's not like a do works kind of thing.
No.
It's more of a, this is who you're being.
Yes.
A healthy
and I had
being.
to not worry about the stigma that was kind of even like put onto things, like going back to counseling, working with my doctors, and not making sure that I do have that time for myself, or not thinking that I am having that mom guilt come on top of me.
Oh, we talked about that actually with Shauna Jenkins. She was on the show talking about mom guilt and what that does. And it's just, I love this. I'm going to put this up. Mamas need to take care of themselves. Can't take care of the babies.
One of the best moms out there. Now grandma.
That's right. Grandmas. Yeah, it's true. We talked about having adult children for Rhonda, and you're one of the adult children. Here she is, guys, live. Oh my God. Okay, before we get further in, I really hope that everybody is ready to receive, because there is some good advice here that you're going to get. And if this is speaking to you, take some notes. Like, I've got my pen, I've got my paper, I'm ready. Like,
you were taking notes in the pre-show.
Right? Was taking notes in the pre-show. We have a pre-show that nobody else is invited to. It's okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you were a teacher, and so your passion started teaching, but then what about that transition between the two?
Fitness has always been a passion of mine, or just active, healthy living, really. And it's been something that was a go-to whenever life is really tough. It started even with like horseback riding. I did basketball in grade 8, and then high school, it was just hard to get into the teams and that. But then it's like, I would try running, and I'd be making sure I'm outside all the time. I don't sit still very well ever. So don't ever try to get me to sit for a 2-hour movie. In between teaching last year, I'd be going out for walks.
Oh, wow.
I don't do jobs where I'm having to sit still.
Yeah.
Nope. So no, I'm always up for an adventure. I'm not a homebody. I'm always out and about. I don't know how to sit still and do nothing.
And your daughter probably got that from you.
Oh, she's 100% me in that way.
Oh my goodness. So the passion of fitness has always been there. It's just now even more prominent.
It is even more grown, where it's just like, I finally, like, it's like my niche that I've kind of like, right, this is mine. I can really like burn that fire, share it with others, as I've also gone through over the years some my own health issues, and just learning how our body can heal itself. And not just through like drugs or antibiotics, or just even because the doctors are always just so tunnel vision in a way, kind of like that.
Yeah.
And something that I read as well from Benny Johnston out of Bethel in a book of hers was, so God lives inside of us. So we need to take care of that. So what are we putting into our bodies is basically like, are you going to make sure your house is looking like junk when the queen comes over? So that's the same with our bodies.
Right.
Are you taking care of the bodies? Are you thinking about how you're fueling it?
Yeah.
And the king of the universe lives inside of you. So how are you taking care of that? Are you making it a nice place to live?
Yeah. And okay. So I'm almost hearing everybody's thoughts. I'm like, but I had pizza for supper. Or, I had, like I can just almost hear people's thoughts. So what?
I like those odd cheat meals, but it's been a while.
Oh my goodness.
I will be having one in June.
Right. And so how do you start?
How do I start?
How do you start?
You just have to get over the idea of, oh, I'll just do it on Monday. Oh, I'll wait for the new month. You just need to get over all this, or and just start. Find someone that keeps you accountable. That was part of why I hired a coach. It was someone that kept me accountable. And the fact that I had to let somebody know how many times I was ordering skip the dishes. Because when my child isn't here, I hate ordering for, or I not hate ordering. I hate cooking for just myself. And even she sometimes gets used to the fact of, can we just do takeout? Can we just grab drive-thru on the way home from gymnastics? I'm like, no.
Stop it.
Even if you were to, or if the amount of people that tell me they just don't have time. Yes, you do. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. What are you making a priority? Check your screen time on your phone. Check how long you're watching Netflix. How are you able to get up earlier before the children get up? That's the same as if, not even just for like fitness or working out. You could do that for your Bible time. You could do that for your journaling time. Put in journaling your gratitude, because that will help shift your mind as well.
Oh my goodness. Gratitude. Yes.
Spend that extra time after your kids go to bed. Lay your clothes out the night before. Pack your lunch and your food the night before. So then there's no excuse to grab takeout for your lunch at work or grabbing your breakfast to go. Having all that stuff set out. I do 2 days a week where I'm meal prepping. So for my lunches and my dinners, because my breakfast is the same every day. It's protein oats.
Protein oats.
I have my 2 rest days, and those are going to be my 2 meal prep days as well.
Wow.
And even getting an air fryer has made my life so much easier with meal prep as well. It is my best friend. I have not used my oven since I got an air fryer.
So an air fryer is completely healthy.
Fryer plug there. Yeah, no, 100%. I have not used my oven since December, and I was gifted an air fryer by my lovely parents for Christmas.
Oh my goodness, I'm putting that on my Christmas list.
Mother's Day is coming up.
Yeah, okay, forget Christmas. Let's go. Hello, Ben. Okay, so air fryer is healthier.
Oh yeah.
What does it do?
Well, one, it cooks your food a lot faster too.
That's nice.
So instead of you're not, even you could do like wings in there, but you're like sweet potato fries and stuff like that, but it's not as greasy. You still get that nice like crispy taste without the grease.
So frying is not the problem. It's the grease that comes from frying.
Yeah. And the oils that you're using.
Oh my goodness. This show is just for me, people. I'm just joking. Is anybody else receiving? Like, that is, I did not know that.
I have my own nutrition and coaching business that's going to be launching this spring.
I was so glad you put that in there. All right. Can we talk about that?
I've been working on it. My sister somewhat gave me a deadline. So,
yep. So what is this called?
It is called Sarah Mcfaul Fitness and Nutrition Coaching.
And do you have a website yet, or that's coming?
No, that will be coming. I've ordered business cards and we're getting things laid out.
Okay.
I have the timeline of May, thanks to my sister.
Okay, so there is stuff coming.
Yeah, there's
in
stuff
plans.
Coming. Yes, there is plans. It will be launched May, whatever Friday that vendor show my sister has me in for the church.
Gotcha. Oh my goodness. So then you're going to want
May
people
6th.
to follow May 6th.
My Instagram account that's on the handle there. That is where my business stuff will be as well as my own journey.
There we go. Oh my goodness. We all need deadlines sometimes to make our dreams happen. Come on. This is so good. Oh, yes.
Great people supporting you too.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, talk about that. That's very important to have the right people supporting you. What is that like for you? What does that do to you?
It's even just like figuring out who's truly like supporting you in my circle, or not even like realizing you don't need to have a huge circle like as you were in like elementary school or high school, thinking you needed to have like this big group of people. As I've come into an adulthood, it's like my circle's about actually this big, as I know who my go-to people are.
Yeah.
I've got my spiritual parents, I got my family, and then a couple like really good friends that I know are always going to be there for me. They're about maybe the only few people I'll actually text back right away. I'm getting older where I don't really care about texting anymore.
There's that point
in the pre-show. You'll get voice messages from me instead, or a phone call. I don't really care about texting anymore. So
it's all relatable.
5 people that I will actually text back right away. The rest of you, between Monday and Friday, if you're not to deal with my job or my kid, you may not hear from me.
And it's like, not insulting.
One of those email things, like when people say they're out of office, I need a text that kind of goes out like that some days.
Yes. It really helps though. Get on that. That has to be another thing.
There's gotta be something. There's gotta be someone out there that does that, right?
Yeah. Everybody's relating though. Like, go to the people. Go. Like, speak to people. It's so good. Oh my goodness.
But it's like just like we go for like, you have a coach for sports teams. There's life coaches out there. There's so many areas in life where we actually need to be trained in from. Even like a financial coach, because I even was talking to somebody about how to flourish financially. So it's more than, you can't just always figure it out on your own. We're not always taught these right things in school.
No, that's right. Yeah.
The
and
basic.
So Francis here was saying he went on a paleo date. I don't know if you went on a paleo date, but sorry. Paleo diet. And he has so much energy now.
Yes. When you're fueling your body properly between the right supplements, the right nutrition, your energy is so much different that you will even need less coffee there, Chelsey.
So I'm
Unless
drinking
you're a crazy person like me, where I think my blood type at sometimes is caffeine.
That's my husband. He's like, sign me up right here. I need caffeine right in it.
Yeah, I have early mornings, late nights, parenting, sometimes working 2 jobs 7 days a week. Caffeine's my fault.
And you're a single mom as well.
Yes, I am.
So that's
I have an amazing support system, which I would be lost without them.
Oh, come on. Okay, just my hubby's watching. He won't let me. Babe, we should go on a paleo date.
All right. Tell me what that is.
I have no idea.
You can create it, and it could be a new trend.
Oh no, Hope. No.
Hope said no one's allowed to tell me to get rid of my caffeine intake, but I do take my coffee black. So
there you go. Well, Hope actually has a caffeine company called Caffeinated Queen. And so you want to check her out for coffee because she's really like from the smells. Because I like I said, I don't like.
I just love the smell of a good coffee.
I like smell of coffee.
A good coffee.
A good coffee. So, can you talk a little bit about like what's it been like being a single parent and doing all the things that you do?
Yeah, where sometimes, so pastor on Sunday actually was like, we can do all things through Christ. And I was like, sometimes I don't want to do all the things anymore. But it's a lot of like juggling, it's planning, but I do have an amazing support system. So that's also just knowing she has an amazing godmother who's around the corner from me, which is great. Her aunt, she loves her grandma and grandpa. She loves sleeping over there, which is great when I have my early mornings. We go at the same school as grandma. Perfect.
Wow.
Not everyone can have all that, I get. And it's stressful financially. Why I've worked multiple jobs, and I just know that our life will be better than what it is. We currently renting from an amazing house, so that's helpful. We were in an apartment during the first part of the pandemic, so when we got out of that was very helpful. Having a 5-year-old during a pandemic running around is crazy.
Yeah.
Especially when I was teaching virtually last year, she'd be having a meltdown. I'd have to tend to both at the same time. It's knowing your boundaries and knowing you don't actually have to do it all, even though it feels like you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, knowing who you can call on as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Not
Because
just the people who say, "Hey, I'll be there for you," but it's like knowing who those people really are.
that's right. That's that support system that you're talking about is
Mhm.
legit people, not like
Yeah.
the big spectrum, but those
Yeah.
people that can fit in this. That's yeah.
Knowing that your circle doesn't actually have to be this, it can be this.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We all need that one good person. And so, because of that support system, I'm pretty sure that there were times where you wanted to just give up.
Oh, there was a time, there was even a few years ago where before I was even like, I'd say even in the beginning, I had some PTSD. Well, had some PTSD. I've walked through a lot of trauma before, and even knowing my triggers, I haven't had a panic attack in about a year and a bit now.
Oh, wow.
So I've walked through a lot. I had health issues, and then working through some mental and emotional abuse as well, and
Yeah.
just knowing that I am not what my past was and what I've walked through. And that one Bible verse in Psalms really spoke to me. And my good friend Jessica Fairchild even made a song out of it, where the tears that we sowed is going to be reaping a harvest, and just like pressing in on that one.
Wow. That's so beautiful. And it's true. It's like what I love that because me and Ben were musical, right? And so
Yes.
we could totally understand how she would be able to make a song from
Yes.
that. And it's a beautiful moment for you and for everybody else to experience breakthrough as well for their own lives. When they know that you've experienced breakthrough, they will too.
Yeah, so I lived through a lot of like depression and stuff too, but I never let my focus, I was so tunnel vision, just had to be on my daughter. She came out as preemie from the stress that I was living through. So she was preemie in an out of town hospital. So all my focus was making her sure she was thriving, that she was getting everything that she should need and have. Came out of the hospital basically with no money to my name, no vehicle as it was in my ex-husband's name, and then starting over literally from scratch almost 6 years ago.
Wow. And look at you. Look like, oh my gosh.
When people tell me, like, so in my head, I'm just doing what I had to do, which was, I had to keep living. My daughter is the reason why I'm still kicking, and my faith and my relationship with God, and just my amazing spiritual parents and my amazing family. Because if it wasn't for them, for me being able to lean on them, have that venting or place where I could even just cry when I didn't feel like I wanted anyone to see me cry or break down, or the shower was always a good place to cry out too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It also cleans the snot.
Good worship music and good long drives.
And like no traffic, because if you're stuck in traffic and you're having that moment with God, that's like you gotta hide because everything is coming.
I don't care.
That's true. Sarah told me that she was an open book, which is amazing. It's so good.
I got to a point in my life where it's like I didn't need to be a people pleaser anymore. I didn't need to be wondering what people are thinking about me. This is who I am. It's either you love it, you like it, you want to come along with this journey, you want to see what happens kind of thing, or sorry, goodbye.
or bye.
It's kind of like that thing you see on Instagram where they're like, you get like 10 people that like it, and then the rest of them are still watching, which is true. There's people that have told me every name in the book, or they just don't like me. They don't want me to be in my life, but I can still see that they're watching to see what I'm doing.
Oh yeah. They're going to watch from the sidelines because girl, you are doing what you need to do, and not just doing it to receive glory for yourself, but I know you, and I know, and you see it on you too, that you want God to have recognition throughout this whole process too. And it's so beautiful. You're just you're so joy. Like, I love it. I love it. So, okay. So we're talking about fitness and everything. So what does a whole day look like for you from start to finish?
Oh man, that could be depending on the day. So Sundays and Wednesdays are my rest days, as much as some days that's really hard for me.
I believe you.
I joke with a coworker. We're like, so what's the rest muscle?
Let's work that one out.
Yeah. So I usually start my days waking up. I'm not a morning person, but I've had to be with these early days. So I've been going since 4:45 a.m. this morning. My daughter was sleeping over last night with grandparents because I had to be at work for 6:30 a.m. Her school day finishes at 3, so I was getting up early to make sure I still got my workout in. So I have my coach that I do my check-ins in, and this is what I would do with my own later on with my business.
Yes.
We do weekly check-ins as well. So I do weekly check-ins on Wednesdays with him. So in which I've loved about with my coach that I hired was he even had me check in, like, how am I doing energy wise? How am I doing mentally? As opposed to, you don't always get that with someone.
That's right.
Which is something that he really inspired me with, because I was like, so I had I started with my counselor, and then I had him. So then it's like, I'm having to like check daily as to how am I doing mentally? How am I doing physically? How am I doing energetic wise? Is there any stressors like triggering anything?
Wow. Because it's not just working out, right?
No.
It's not just let's try and get fit for the summer because bikini time is coming. Like, it's not just that. It's the whole thing.
To me, I've never been one to be like, oh, I need to look good in a swimsuit. Yes, as much as that feels good as a woman.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, it's about living healthy. It's having that healthy body. I've lived through endometriosis. I've had an ectopic pregnancy. I've had different allergies of who knows what over the years. Different things where doctors had no explanation. I had a concussion just before pandemic started from a student I was working with. Like, all these different things were.
What did they like?
I could have had a frequent flyer pass for the hospital. It seemed like that was a joke in our family.
Oh my God!
I have not been in the hospital since my kid was born. Oh, except for I had surgery in the fall, so that doesn't count.
Okay,
that was planned.
We'll just scratch that one off.
Yeah, that one doesn't really count.
No. Oh my gosh. So
my days start off waking up early, and most days I try to get, if Promise is here, I try to get up before she does, so I can have that like fresh start. When the child is waking you up, you're not ready in the right sound mind to actually take on the day. It's better. I know it's not always easy, not always happens, as children aren't predictable.
Yeah.
They aren't. So I start off the day, I get up, get the dog out, get the coffee turned on. I usually actually start my day with my greens, but it was really early this morning.
So you're ending it with greens.
I'm ending it with greens. I make sure I always get my greens. I have my immune booster supplement. I get all my vitamins and my meds in me. I do protein oats, which is just like my oatmeal, a scoop of protein powder, and then the hot water, mix it all together.
Wow.
Before it was banana that went on top, and now it's blueberries that goes on top.
Is there a difference between the fruit?
Right now I'm just in a cutting time, so yes.
Okay.
There's actually a lot of sugar and carb content in bananas.
Oh, so less in blueberries.
Yes, there's so much people. There's a lot of people. Like, I had one of my district managers that didn't realize that fruit and like bananas were a carb. So it's not just your breads and pastas that are carbs. There's even a lot of carbs in peas.
Like the green ones.
Yeah.
Ben, are you still on? Are you still? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I'm in prep mode right now. So like this isn't like a typical like normal diet.
Right.
Yeah. More of the bodybuilding. I actually started out eating 2,100 calories a year ago. And even my mom was like amazed. She's like, you're eating more calories and you're losing weight. But society has us thinking that we need to basically starve ourselves in order to lose weight, which is not the thing. Our body will actually create more fat when we're starving ourselves.
Right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I did not. No. Really? Our bodies will create more fat.
Yep.
If we starve ourselves.
Because it needs something to create that energy.
So, wow. I thought it would just eat the fat.
Nope. It's like creating more to like keep you insulated, keep you going.
Oh my. Okay.
And like we need actually a carb, we need the proteins after we're
Yeah.
working out.
Yeah.
Most of the time we're not getting enough protein in our diets. So that's also where supplements can help that as well.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be stuff I'll be teaching my future clients.
Yeah. And what about
So
intermittent fasting?
I'm not a huge fan of that
Mm.
because you need to break your fast in the morning. You just fasted all night by sleeping. Some people with intermittent fasting won't start their eating till like noon. And it's not always about like you need to be, if you're working out in the morning, you don't want to be completely like fasted all the time,
Yeah.
especially when you're building muscle.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Okay. It goes into panic mode and starts to store fat and will burn from your muscles and stuff, right?
Yes. Hello, Victoria. She's one of my other trainers that I've worked with out of Wooler with the Iron Stable Gym. There's a little plug for you. Check her out too, guys.
Do you take a pre-workout? That's the question.
Yes, I do take pre-workout.
So you take pre-workout and after workout.
Yes, so I know there's like those that don't want caffeine. There is stim-free pre-workout. So if you want some without the caffeine in it. I do TC Nutrition. It's called Batch 27. There's different flavors you can get. My current favorite ones is White Freeze, but that's a limited edition flavor.
Ooh.
And I like the Rocket Popsicle one.
Okay. Oh yeah, the 3 colors there.
Yes.
Oh, childhood.
I like that it's a Canadian brand. It is dye-free.
Wow. That's great. Okay, so what kind? Like what?
It's called TC. All right, so the brand itself is TC Nutrition. You can find it on Instagram or your local health place. And then the pre-workout itself is Batch 27.
Okay. There you go. I put it up in there. I don't know if I wrote it right, but there you go.
Yeah, that's okay. Right. You can find that on Instagram.
Oh my goodness. This is, look at that, Rhonda.
Mom found a link for you.
There you go. Click that link, guys.
Yeah, so I usually have my pre-workout today. I had my pre-workout after, and I went to the gym seeing everybody with their faces for the first time today. It was great.
All right.
So I had a leg day today, so Mondays are my leg days. So some people will just go into the gym, work out whatever they want, whatever they feel, whatever they know, which is great because it's what you know. Yeah. For me at Planet Fitness, this is why I'm there as the trainer. You can take in some classes, get a program designed if you are a member. I will also have that available with my own business later.
Right.
So I did my own leg day today. And then I did my working, had back-to-back clients all day. Then I picked up my daughter so I had lunch. My lunch today was chicken, broccoli, and potatoes.
Very nice. And potatoes, you can eat potatoes.
I can eat potatoes. It's how many grams? I was eating a lot of rice before. Now it's potatoes.
Okay, so
it's like the white potato, like the little mini potatoes. Like
yeah.
100 grams of those little potatoes.
Oh my goodness.
I have a little food scale.
So food scale is important.
Yeah, so you're getting the right portions.
Oh my goodness.
I just got it off Amazon.
I feel like I'm like getting a class smacked in my face. This is totally needed. Oh my gosh. But it's so true. Like how many people who are watching right now think that you know what you're doing and you think what you're doing is working, but it's not
seeing the results that you're wanting to see.
Exactly.
That was even like me before, even with like my own coach, it was like, I always knew what I was doing, kind of like always in the gym, but it's like at the same time, as I created that goal of going to a competition one day, it was like, but I also just wanted to know, as I've had different health stuff too, is like, what does my body need? What you see in a magazine, Photoshop, but it's like, get your abs in 21 days. Not doable. What are you eating? Everyone's bodies are different. What is your activity level like? How much are you eating out? Not that you shouldn't be eating out, but it's like, even like keeping a food tracking is like helpful because then you can actually see what you're putting into your body.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, like, especially speaking from experience, gotta put myself out there. A little scary, but it's gonna happen. Like when you say like, oh, I haven't had this in a long time. But you had it like 2 nights ago, but you just don't remember because you didn't track it. And
Yes.
then so you have it and you give yourself a reward because you said you
Mhm.
haven't had it for a long time.
But you don't want to have like create that relationship with food where you think it has to be a reward.
Yes.
You don't need to reward yourself with food. If you want to eat a brownie, but don't feel guilty about it. Because then that's when you're going to create the crazy diet part of, oh man, I need to binge and get rid of all this junk that's in my house because I just ate a brownie.
Yeah.
It's about creating that healthy relationship with food as well.
Yeah. I liked what my friend
body
said.
dysphoria that people will end up having, male
Yeah.
or female, no matter what you have gone through, it's creating that healthy relationship. And when you have that healthy relationship with food, you're also going to create that healthy relationship with having that active lifestyle. Even just moving your body for 30 minutes a day, get up out of your desk, take your 30-minute lunch break, go for a walk with your lunch.
So good. So good. And it's like, I liked what my friend at work, she said, it's not really the moving that is always the problem. It's the mental games that go on and on and on. Like, oh, eat this. Oh, don't eat this. Oh, you can't do this. Oh, don't, like, it's, and then, oh, but I'll feel like this. And it's not fun. So like you said at the beginning, we have to conquer this.
Yeah. So what voices are you listening to? What kind of even music are you choosing to listen to when you're working out? I personally can't work out without headphones on because I would get distracted easily. It's my workplace too. So it's like, I need the big headphones. People realize, do not disturb.
It's got to say that. Do not disturb.
This is my time. So like, what are you listening to when you have even when you're listening to with your workouts? What are you listening to when you're driving? There's some great podcasts out there that you can be listening to as well. Great music.
Yep.
Even Stephen Furtick with Elevation Worship, his newest album, I was listening to how he was explaining it. He created, I love it, music on there that would pump you up in the gym. So like you can listen to a variety of types of music out there, whatever gets you moving, because he knows his own younger son who he does the gym workouts with him.
Yeah.
He probably thinking, this is what I need to create something where my own child is feeding his mind the correct things while he gets pumped up for the gym as well.
So good.
Because remember, it's like we have a choice of how we're spending our time, how we're spending our money, how we're fueling our body. What are we putting into our mind? That's all our choices. Are we choosing to let one small part of our day ruin everything that we've done so far? And just even like really so many times when you want to give up, even when I've looked at my finances, like, should I keep still going forward? Or should I just like, could I really keep going forward to be like, is this what my daughter needs? Or like things like that. It's like, no, I haven't come this far to just give up at this point, at this fork in the road, at this stress point. Yes, have the meltdown, feel the emotions, but dust off. Vent to somebody, but get it out of you. Don't build it up and push forward.
That's so good. I love that you said that, dust off. I always say, like take, like a lot of people want to throw in the towel. Well, just pick up that towel you threw, wipe the sweat off your brow and get going. Keep going.
A few years ago, I was ready to take my life in the bathtub because I was just like beyond full of the stress, having to literally do everything. And it just felt like I had to do it all by myself. Like, no, I shouldn't have to do this. Like, no, like the grandparents shouldn't have to help parent my child, be my co-parent. Because there's so many times I would even say sorry to my mom. I'm like, sorry, you shouldn't have to be my co-parent. Or just those venting moments of, should I keep going? But knowing then what does that leave my daughter? Or what kind of like memory does that leave her? Like what kind of mom does she need to look up to? Is also like kind of what burns a fire inside of me as well. Is I also want her to know the importance of living a healthy and active life. She's also done gymnastics since age 1. She's done soccer. She likes to go on my pink treadmill that I got. Yes, I found a pink treadmill. My whole house
Love it.
is just 2 girls in here. Everything's pink. We got a
Come on.
pink Christmas tree. And now I found a pink treadmill and I was sold.
My kind of girl.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
So there's a man that comes into my life. It's a pink house. And
He'll
picking
just
it
have
up
to
right
live with
now.
it.
Yes, they will just have to live with it. Sorry, it's a package deal.
Pink. That's
Yeah.
all. So before we close up, because this has been so inspiring, so rich with so much advice, and I hope that people, you've taken notes like I have. I've got 2 pages full of notes. Like, no, seriously, because sometimes we need that kind of talk. We need that, like, and okay, guys, so I actually messaged Sarah a while back saying, I need you to basically kick me in the butt and like ask me the questions that nobody's asking. And I love it. Like, it's so good. And
First thing you need to think about every time is what I've told her each time we've done a check-in is, what is one win that you can think of? Because every time you're going to think about the negatives, like, oh, I didn't get to my workout this day and I didn't get to do it this day. Or, oh, I ate the brownie. I ate a whole bag of chips. I ate a whole pot of macaroni and cheese. But don't think about the fails that happened in the week. Before you think of anything else, your first point of any weekly check-in should be, what are some wins? Doesn't even have to be physically, I worked out 5 days this week. I even made a goal for one of my clients today. It was like, all right, your goal, because she said she makes it to the gym 7 days a week. I was like, nope, your goal is to have 1 to 2 rest days, because your body needs the rest in order to recover and to build that muscle, or else it's never going to actually get that chance.
Wow. So even working out too much is still not going to get the results.
Your body's not going to, because your body's going to be too tired out.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Hope mini eggs are my weakness, and I'm not getting that this Easter season.
It's just, it's a no, guys. It's a no.
M&M's makes a good protein bar, though.
Really?
Yes. There's M&M protein bar you can get at the health stores, or if you're local in Ontario and you have one near you as a Body Systems, shameless plug there for my friends at Body Systems. Fresh and Belleville, go see Josh.
By the way, Sarah knows the hookups.
I really do. So if you ever want to know.
Oh my gosh. This is so good. So before we leave, can you give us a little bit of what it would be like if someone was to sign up with you as their coach?
So we would kind of go over like a consultation of questions that you can fill out. Either it'd be online. That's great about this age is we can do online coaching, because kind of like what I've done, even just as an accountability person for Chelsey, is we're in 2 different provinces. It's great. Like, my own coach is in Kingston. I've seen him in person once. So we could do some online coaching, fill out some questions about just needing to know, like, is there any like medical issues I should know about? Because if there's even like allergies, I don't want to be giving you even supplement stuff for if you're not gonna be able to eat it or drink it.
That's right.
Know where you are at. Like, is your doctor even giving you permission for this? If there is medical stuff, where are you at your current physical level? Age is going to come into category with this as well. What are your own personal goals? Where do you want to see yourself at? Is it just to be healthy, maintain, learn what your body needs? Are you wanting to lose some weight, gain some muscle? All of the above. And we would work out, even just asking foods that you like to eat. I would never modify or create foods off of foods you don't even want to eat.
Right. Like snails.
Yeah, you know. I'm not even like a big nut person other than like peanut butter. So it's like, no, I'm not going to go and say, yes, you need to eat handfuls of almonds. You hate nuts.
I'm allergic to nuts. No, yes. I'm not, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, really bad.
That's a bad day for you.
I have an avocado addiction, but some people don't like avocado. So I'm not going to be like, here's your healthy fat. Go eat an avocado and gag yourself.
Guys, we got to be personable, right?
Yes.
So they get all of this with it, and then
Yes. And so it'd be like weekly check-ins from just kind of like what I was doing with you, Chelsey, as well as some extra things in there. Too, you're gonna be learning how to track to see what you're eating and what you're putting into your body properly. You would learn you can still go out, have your date night, have your girls' night, but not feel guilty about it. You're gonna learn how to do that.
Have a paleo date.
Yes, a paleo date. We're gonna figure out what that will be. They will get back to you on a date night episode.
So good.
Now you're accountable for coming back to a date night episode.
Oh my gosh.
Just learning how to even figure out what stressors, because stress can affect your body as well. So stress has affected me so many times where it's like my stomach cannot work properly. Everything will go right through me, or people will gain weight when they're in stress mode. So some people either just eat more or they'll eat less as comfort.
Wow.
70% dark chocolate is as effective as an aspirin. Actually, a really nice snack is a plain rice cake, natural peanut butter, some chia seeds, and some dark chocolate chips.
Ooh. All right. I'm definitely taking that as a recipe.
I have done that as a post-workout snack.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. I love smooth peanut butter. It's just my favorite. My husband likes
get a good smooth natural peanut butter. Ooh. Don't get the sugary Kraft. You can get a good Kraft natural peanut butter. Don't do the
I don't have Kraft peanut butter. Of course not.
You can have Kraft peanut butter, but get the Kraft natural peanut butter.
Okay.
But it's even like learning like some good
Sarah, like you have to help me.
There's like good substitutes out there. Like I even learned about some yummy ice cream this summer that was full of protein.
Ice cream full of protein.
But it was delicious, like cookies and cream.
And
you can get cookies and cream protein shakes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what about if someone had some kind of a milk thing, like a?
So you could get like whey-based protein, which is going to have your dairy, but then you can get plant-based proteins.
Okay, guys, you need to sign up as soon as she launches on May 6th, right?
Yes.
Okay, check it
Maybe
out.
Sooner. I'm in the works. It could come out sooner, but for sure by May 6th.
Look at her Instagram handle right there, sarahmcfaul.fit. Check it out because there's so much that I don't know if I don't have any more. I don't even know what to say. I have no more paper. Like, okay, we're good. I need to like throw out everything now. No, it's good. No.
You might not like me now if you're gonna
scratch this interview. No, checking. This is the best interview ever. Like, this is so informative, so
Sorry,
real.
Mom,
what? Sorry?
Sorry, Mom, I trump you.
Right. Okay, I can't play favorites. I have to say that all of my interviews are the best, but this one kind of is, yeah, right? Really, really great information that you were able to give. But there is so much more I know that you have, but we can't be on forever. So if this really interests you guys, and this is something that you've been like over the years, you're just like, I've had it. I want to be like healthy, and not just fit healthy, but like mentally healthy, spiritually healthy, all of the above. Check her out. She, as you heard, she has the goods. She knows what she's talking about. She's not talking stuff out of her wazoo. She is legit
knowledge. It's life knowledge.
Like, and there's life experience in there too. It's not someone who hasn't lived a life. This is Sarah's lived a life. She said trauma, PTSD. She's conquered so much. You're going to get it. She's such a strong mama. And I am so honored to be her friend. You can't, like, how can you not be inspired by this woman right here? Like, honestly, like, I need to like stand up, but I can't. Just wanted to give you a standing ovation. But anyways. Oh my gosh, Sarah, tonight has been amazing. I'm going to put you in the back room
All right.
Stay there because I'll be.
everyone.
Okay,
And thanks for having me, Chelsey.
Thank you so much, Sarah. This has been so cool. So cool. I'll see you in a bit.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Like, this is, I like at the moment when she said, oh, don't have that sugary craft thing, I'm thinking of the jar that's in my cupboard. It's like, oops. But this is what this is about. That's why I have these interviews, so that you know now this information. And now what are you going to do with it? I think you're going to give Miss Sarah Mcfaul a little look on May 6th or even sooner, so that if this spoke to you and you're like, hey, I need to change all these things because I didn't know and now I do. And so, we only change, we can only change what we acknowledge. If we don't acknowledge it, we can't really change anything about it. So, guys, yeah, it's been great. Look at this. Melissa. I know Melissa. She knows me. We should get on this together. I was talking in the pre-show, the pre-interview with Sarah, that I had just finished one of my 30-minute HIIT workouts and I felt great, but now I need a lot more. I need a lot more now. But honestly, guys, remember what she said. Don't look at the bad things that you did all week, but consider the wins. And what was the win for me today is that I got off my butt and I worked out, because I told her I didn't feel like it. I did not want to work out. I was hurting. I had a long day at school. I just did not want to do it. But a win for me was that I spoke to myself and I said, no, you're going down there and you're going to do it. And I feel so much better that I did. What is your win? What was your win last week? And what will be your win this week? Think about it. Set your clothes up. Put your workout clothes on your right in front of you when you wake up. Make sure that it's there. Make your meals the night before. Prepare yourself. Don't be surprised. Oh no, what's for supper? Let's order. Prepare yourself. This is right. This is so good. And check sarahmcfaul.fit out. Be her friend on Instagram. Be her friend on Facebook. Be her friend everywhere. Be her friend in real life, because she's a person that doesn't like to text. she's gonna send you some messages via message, like in real voice, which is actually kind of nice in these days and age, is to hear someone's real voice and not just words. Be a part of an accountability group and have the support system around you. You don't have a support system? Find one. Just saying. Don't sit on the couch eating chips saying nobody wants to be a part of my support system. No, you need to get up and you need to go and find one. Go to a church. Find some amazing people that are going to want to lift you up and not tear you down. Some coworkers are amazing people that lift you up. I'm just saying. All right. Go find them people. This has been an amazing night with Tea Talks with Chelsey. That's me. With my guest, Sarah Mcfaul. Check us out next Sunday. What am I saying? Next Monday, we're going to have another guest on the show, but you don't want to miss March 26th, Saturday night. We're having Ladies Revival Night, 9 p.m. Eastern, with Elizabeth Grace, myself, Kawanda, and Pauline Wilcox. It's going to be a radical night. There's going to be encouragement. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. And so thanks, everybody. Here's a little preview of what Saturday night will look like. But for now, have a good night. Hello, hello,